All right. How is it? Okay, are we good? Is the game audible? Am I audible? Is it good? Hello? Anyone? Is the game audible, everybody? It good, it's perfect, it good, yes. You're good. I'd say it's too loud, might be the music. Okay, well I gotta turn it down then. Alright, we good to go? We good to go? Is this it? Are we ready for this? Okay. Oh boy. Well, I hope you're all ready for Wild Woody, because here it comes.
There's no rest for the weary.
Yeah, Dusty, this is Sandra over at Anthro. I just translated the tablets describing that totem you picked up. Now get this. If the spirits of the totem are freed, each one creates a parallel universe that could devour the world. Your standard chaos, doom, end of the world story. Lucky for us, though, its power can only be released on the third Wednesday in July under a full moon during a snowfall. This stuff kills me. Anyway, that's all for now. Oh, and don't forget the charity ball next week. Bye.
Whoa! Oh, my aching back. Looks like those jerks are loose again. Now I gotta find me some muscle to bring them back. Not much to work with here. Say, now that one's got potential. Wake up, pal. You and me got work to do.
Whoa!
Whoa, big fella. You got a name, leadhead?
Call me Woody.
Wild Woody!
Golly, I know my name, but it seems that's all I know.
Wait, let me explain. I'm Lowman of the Totem Pole. My fathead totem brothers have escaped my control, and I brought you to life to go and round them up. If you don't get them back, they'll wipe out everything. So, what do you think? Think you can save the world?
My good man, as of 15 seconds ago, I was born to save the world. Where do I start?
Squidlips went into that pirate book. Jump in after him and look for sketches in there. Any sketch you draw will come to life. Now go!
See you in a jiff, little boy. It's time to start sketching! Yahoo!
Oh, Woody. I sneezed. Oh, is there echo? I have to turn the TV down, that means. One sec. Where did my remote go? Oh boy. Where's the remote? Uh-oh. Okay, we'll turn it down a little bit. Okay. Here we go. This is Wild Woody, everybody. Feels even better on the real hardware. Gotta say, feels great. Just as responsive. Just as responsive as ever. Did we already break it? Did we already break it? Woody? Well, we're gonna have to wait for Woody to die, I guess. Yep, nothing's doing anything. Nope. Okay, well, it's even better on the actual hardware. You want to die, Woody? Please? Please, Woody? Please? I just started. Please. Should I just reset the game? I want to see what happens if he dies like this, if it's going to freeze the game or not. I don't even know what happened. I just tried to grab the ladder. Yeah, it feels kind of like a joke. There's some actual good music in this game, but this song is probably the worst. It's like they set it up intentionally to just start out as bad as possible. Well, to anyone just tuning in, I tried to climb a ladder, and within the first 10 seconds of playing this level, Woody got stuck floating in the air, and if I hit anything on the controller, nothing. He is stuck. Woody is just stuck, floating permanently. Use a power-up. You can't use them all. Oh! Well, now you just can't move. Yeah, you can't move. What the fuck? What is going on? He won't jump. I can't move him at all. I can move the camera. We almost fixed it. Nope, it doesn't do anything. Okay. Oh my god. Help me. Please kill me. I wonder why I did that. I wonder why pausing the game lets me move the camera now. But... So what, does it like reset him to a neutral state when you pause the game or something? What the hell happened? This is something that'd be really interesting to just break apart and figure out why it doesn't work. I'd be really interested to see. Please just kill Woody already. Oh, he's almost dead. One more should do it. And then I'm down a life on hard mode because Woody got stuck on the ladder. Please kill Woody. There we go. Well, at least he can die properly. Alright, let's not have that happen again. Not that I have any control over it. Okay. This is a tricky ladder. He almost did it again. I'm actually scared to play this level now. Nope. I think I'm gonna be dead. Because I'm already making bad mistakes. I got him though. Well, hey, Wild Woody's a game you can jump up a ladder. So that's nice. I get to get hurt because of that. The one man I didn't want to kill. But you know, the more I play this, the better I get at lining up those jumps. Get up there, Woody. There we go. He made it, everybody. As you can see, that's the exit. Why is the parrot animated so differently? Probably because they had a bunch of different animators. Would you make an HD remake if you could? I was actually trying to reprogram this so at least it was playable. But after spending half a day on it, I realized, you know what, this is a huge waste of time, and I could just be putting it towards our actual projects instead of something stupid like Wild Woody. If we do Wild Woody Fest, though, I'll probably come back to it. Nope. I'll go up here. There we go. Okay, get clipped in the corner. You do you, Woody. Whatever feels best to you, Woody. Nothing over here. I'm gonna die. Yeah, I'm dead. Who keeps texting me? Is the music gonna start? There it is. You did it, Woody.
Woody, you made it back!
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and while I was out, they got me some sushi. Assume the position, fish boy!
And who are you calling fish boy, matey? I've been shanghaied by a darn splinter!
All right! My creative juices are flowing now! Who's next?
Brimstone. He blasted into that picture. It used to be a Greek paint. Now you're looking at Olympus, home of the gods.
Har! Think you're tough enough to battle the gods, ye swabs?
They won't know what hit them.
Go get him, Jim Carrey. Oh, God. He just looks like a banana. Here's one of the good songs in the game. Nope. Okay. Those mushrooms hurt you, by the way. A thing you're not going to know until it happens. Oh, that happened. do that. Ow. He got me. Oh, these enemies. Nope. I guess you can't erase her. There's not enough room. Oh, hey. Oh, he's gonna get me. Yep. 1% health. There's a way up there, isn't there? Apparently not. Oh well. Okay, come and kill me, I guess. Here's those wheel enemies from Mega Man X. Oh, that's alright. We don't have to hang out. I guess we do. Oh, Woody's dead. I don't think... there's gonna be a mess of enemies coming up that's just gonna kill me no matter what. Woody pretty much has to take a hit to get past any enemies in this. Now, what do you want? Oh, oh. You know what? Why not? Let's use one of these. Okay, you did good for me. Thank you very much, Opera Lady. You saved my life. Oh, Woody. Let's start the same song over. So let's actually have a good run this time. Let's not lose our lives like a moron. Well, to be fair, getting stuck in the ladder, that's one of the few times I can't accept responsibility for that one. That was all Woody. I guess I should have known Woody's not very good at climbing up ladders. Did I just duck that? Wow. Look how gross this guy looks. Oh. Woody's animation of him hitting the ground made him clip into the fire. I think I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. Okay. Woody, you're not even there. Is there a way to reset the game? Well, I don't know what I just did. That's not a reset. What the hell just happened? What the fuck was that? What did I just do? Okay, I did reset it. That was weird. I made all the sprites disappear by hitting some of the buttons at the same time. What the fuck was that? What was that? That was really weird. Okay, I didn't know that's a thing you can do. Well, to anyone who plays this game, apparently if you hit a bunch of the buttons at the same time, you can make all the sprites disappear. I didn't know that. Because that wasn't a standard reset. I had to hit all the buttons a second time to make it reset. I missed the heart. Oh. Please climb it. Is there hard up here? There sure is. Oh, there's a fire right there. No, I'm dead because he slipped there. Yeah, throw your thing. Go ahead. Oh boy. Well, that was close. When was this game made? This was at the end of the Sega CD's life cycle, and it is developed by an in-house Sega team. Listen, this music I can't make any excuses for. This music is not good. Just wait for the Mount Olympus level, because all those levels have good music. Okay, well, he just walked off the universe. That's fine. I'm okay with not having to fight him. Whatever. If he feels like walking through the wall and going away, I'm fine with that. It's hard to program enemy AI sometimes, you know, making them turn around. I mean, you know, Mario could even get the Goombas to turn around, but that was on what, the Nintendo? This is the Sega CD. This is weaker hardware, I think. Don't call me on that. Maybe that's wrong. But with a game like Wild Woody, I imagine they're pushing this as far as it can go. Oh no, did the staff move the Game Tech? Game Tech was a really bad company too. Well, they spun off into a music group for Sega, that's fine, because at least this had good music. That's the one thing you can say. Nope, wrong thing, Woody. Woody, please prioritize your... Okay, so the spikes do no damage, apparently. What the fuck was that? Did you just see that? It just slid me across the screen. What the fuck was that? Okay, what do I have? Let's use this. Okay, well apparently I didn't collect the heart. I'm dead. If only I knew that landing on him would slide me to the left and shove me through everything. Okay, so Woody's almost dead already. Oh, it did it again. It just did it again. It did the thing that it just slid me to the left. I've never had that happen. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose all my lives here. You know, I'm fine with that. I want to have all my lives. You gotta remember the spikes do nothing. Yeah, see, it does that each time. What the fuck is going on? It's like ice physics. What the hell? This is interesting, I guess. I mean, this game doesn't have slopes at any point. I'm guessing that's what this is. Whee! Look at the slippery ice that's here for some reason. You're sliding down a hill. Not when you're standing on a flat surface, you're not. Also, you can slide in the opposite direction, so no, that's not going down a hill, that's sliding up a hill. What the fuck? I wasn't on this level. Okay. Okay, so the save file system, I guess, decides wherever you were, the furthest you were, that's where your save file is now. Even though I started a new game. So I'm back here with 0 lives. Whatever. Sure, why not? What's at the border? I don't know. That was what it was like. Listen, save files are confusing. Is this on the actual console? Yes, it is. I am playing it on the actual Sega CD right now. And for anyone wondering, it's using SCART cables. I'm hooked up to the Frame Meister right now. What are you doing? Okay. I'll give me that. Okay. These are slippery. Okay, this one isn't. No, this one slips you upwards? What the hell's going on with these ladders? Okay. You find out something new every time you play Wild Woody. It's always a new way for the game to not work. It's too bad that the studio closed down. I wonder why they did. After a game like this, why would you close down? I want that. There we go. I like that this level is called Minotaur Maze, but a lot of the levels in this are mazes to begin with anyways. Also, the camera could not keep up with poor little Woody there. Okay. There we go. I remember getting stuck there one time for like 5 minutes, because I didn't know the exact pixel to do it on. Go away. Okay. There we go. I guess Woody doesn't like being trapped in little pockets like that. Also, Wild Woody really was advanced because it tries to simulate pill-shaped hitboxes that you'll find in games like the Insane Trilogy. As you can see right here, when you land on it, it pushes them off. Wild Woody was the first game with a pill-shaped hitbox. It's okay, it makes it more challenging, right guys? Couldn't just be an oversight. That's true, he is a pencil-shaped hitbox. Uh-oh, you gotta erase somewhere. Where do you erase? Well, this is a Sega CD game, that's why the music sounds this good. Also, I have no idea where to erase. Oh, there we go. I think your voice isn't synced up with the game. Really? Okay, hang on. What the fuck is that? Flip through that wall. Also, she's hovering. Okay, we're gonna do sync tests. Ready? Jump. 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 How far off sync was my voice? It's fine, it's fine. Yup. Slightly off. Game is too early. Game is too early. Really? Alright, we'll do another test. Get ready. Jump. 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 How was that? Okay, one more test. Jump. 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 Okay, one more. Just one more. Jump. 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 How was that? It's not Twitch's fault. It's on my end. I have to manually readjust the sync sometimes. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, we got it. Also to everyone who was saying, no, it's fine, don't worry about it. I care about that sort of thing. I'm not going to have it be desynced. Oh, Woody. Oh, it clipped up there. No. I want the one up. Oh, I got it. Hey. Oh, okay. You don't have to erase these enemies, that's fine, Woody. Also, watch out for the mushrooms that hurt for some reason. And the man that you can't erase because there's too low of a ceiling. Okay. Can we make this jump? Is this jump possible? Can I just go up there? No. Fine. I'll use the kangaroo. No. Use the kangaroo. Fuck you. Use the kangaroo. There we go. Ooh. Okay. Okay, he's... Please. What the fuck? This thing... Oh my god. It bounces forward a lot when you try to just walk. Woody's having a good time. Okay. There we go. That mushroom will kill me if I land on it. So let's not do that. Okay, I got scared that was gonna crash the game. Whenever... It's not a good idea to use power-ups partially because if you shrink and then grab one of those, you can soft-lock the game when Woody is re-extending himself. So it's not always a good idea to go for that. Sometimes you need to. Because at least taller Woody can clip through things and get on the platforms that smaller Woody would struggle with more. You know, a game with faulty collision checks probably shouldn't have that as a feature in it, where your hitbox changes size. Because Lord knows it's not going to handle that well. Oh. Okay. I want that one up. But how do you get it? You don't, I guess. Oh, you're dead, Woody. Okay, she does 20. And now I have to die to get back up. Please die. Please die. Please, seriously. Woody, what the hell? Erase him. Jesus Christ. That wasn't worth it at all. Also, for people thinking I'm holding up to grab the ladder, like right now, I'm not holding it. Woody just grabs back onto it because he's in that climbing animation. If he jumps on a ladder and you aren't even holding up, he stays hanging on to the ladder no matter what, which is very, very irritating because it means in a situation like that, you're trying to get around something, he's stuck trying to climb a ladder the whole time. Also, sometimes on ladder... What the fuck, Woody? Hovering midair? Sometimes Woody will just slide down ladders like that too, to make them extra annoying to try to climb. Okay, are you out, Woody? Nope. Did it just break? Did it just break? There we go. Alright, start from scratch. Actually, is it on hard? It might not even be on hard. This is the slowest soft reset I've ever seen in a video game. Fuck. The hell? What was that? Why did it fade out? Does it fade out sometimes for the soft reset? Yeah, it does. Okay. There's no music. That's okay. It doesn't need to load the music. Okay, it's on hard. Okay. Is there just no music now? Please don't tell me there's no music. The music's the point you play. There's no music, I'm not gonna play. Come on. What? Where's the music? Whoa, where's half of Woody's face? Does it break the game every time you reset it? What's going on? What the fuck is happening to him? Oh my god. Oh boy. This is the actual game, by the way. I'm playing it on the actual console. This is what happens to it, I guess. Wait, can you buffer inputs while you're paused? Okay, hang on. Let's jump. Or no, let's pause, do that, unpause. That was weird. Why did it do it? Where's Woody? The fuck? God damn it. Reset. 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 What? Okay. Play game. Play game. Play game. Oh no. Did I crash Wild Woody? Oh god. No, stop. I want to play Wild Woody. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go back to the menu. I don't know how I did. What did I do? Exit. CD-ROM. I guess it pulled me back to the Sega CD menu. Can you do that normally? I don't remember being able to do that in any game. Okay, there's the music. Good on you, Woody. You have music now. Nope. So how did I make it go back to the Sega CD menu? Did I crash the game by trying to reset it too much? Okay. Well. I'll say this. This game is a lot buggier playing it on the actual console. This is not the same thing as playing the ROM file of it. So maybe the dump that's out there is of a later release or something? I don't know. This has been way worse than playing it though on just an emulator. Isn't it supposed to shoot the cannon? Oh, you hit up. Oh, wait, you. Hey, Woody. I don't remember there being a parrot over there last time. I don't think a dirty disc makes the game screw up in the ways that this has been screwing up. Oh. No, anyone asking if I'm playing this emulator right now, I am not. This is legit Wild Woody experience on the Sega CD. Specifically the CDX. This is a real deal. This is, don't accept any imitations. This is the real experience. And it's something. Oh my god. Is Woody gonna die on this level? I think so. I think that did it. No, wait. No, this erase that. By the way, these slip you around when you land on them, the green bits. And I think that's what was happening during the boss when I was standing in the gold. Oh my god. Get out of here, you. Oh. Oh. That little tiny ledge I'm not landing on. Oh my god. Oh, the sword got me, I'm dead. Bye, Woody. You just have to take a hit. No, get down from there. Oh my god. Did I just get 2 hits on him because of that? Okay. Just slide across, Woody. How do you grab that? They give you a kite so you can grab it, and... Okay. Am I ever gonna beat this boss fight with 2 lives? Okay, Woody, it's time to die. What is that sound? What is that sound? What is that? All right. Well, we're playing with that sound in the back. I hope you're all right with that. Does it play during cutscenes? No. It seems like resetting this game really breaks it every time you do it. I'm kind of interested to just experiment with doing that. Uh-oh. Better be careful, Woody. I'm resetting repeatedly because I want to have a few lives when I get to the maze level. Because continuing there with only one life is not a good thing. Considering how broken this game is and how hard mode is. For anyone wondering about hard mode, what the difference is, everything does more damage. To the point that they clearly just never played it on hard. One of the boss fights is next to impossible on hard. You die in seriously, I'm not even exaggerating the time, I'd say about 3 seconds flat. You just die. You need really good luck to not end up dying during that. I say luck because erasing enemies in this game is pretty luck driven. It's up to the game if you're going to properly do it or if you're just going to jump over them. Like that there, I did not want to do. You don't press something manually to erase enemies, for anyone wondering about that either. Woody does it on his own when you jump on an enemy. Oh my god. Also, if you do stuff like that, I've noticed you're able to skip animations. So if Woody gets hurt by something, you can skip the hurt animation by having him do something else on the same frame he got hurt. Which is useful on this boss because if you can get clipped by a sword as you erase his head, you get 2 hits on him in 1 frame. But I'm dead, so it doesn't matter. Oh, right there was actually perfect. He erased his head twice. I don't know why he did it there, though. Maybe there's a way to manually make Woody skip the animation for it. Oh well. Watch this. If I die here, I have to continue from my save file. I bet I'm not going to have 1 life. I bet it's going to make me at 0 again. Because it's going to load the old save file because it was already here. I bet that's how they set it up. I don't understand that either. Why would you even have a save system that doesn't properly save? It just takes the last time you got to a certain level and just makes a little stamp there. So if you try to start a new game, you can't. That means if you beat this game, you've done it. You've beaten Wild Woody. Your save file is permanently going to be at the end of the game. You can't start a new game and have a save file going. No, this is one of the best songs in the soundtrack. This is a really good song. To be in Guilty Gear. Nope. You like desynchronized moving platform patterns? How about enemies you can't kill because the ceiling's too low? Nope. Please stop scrolling the camera. I want to see the platform. The hell? Did I just do something by pausing there? Oh, I'm sorry. You can pause during the dying animation and blacks the screen out. I didn't know that. Now I know. Sorry, Woody. I should have known. There's a 1-up there. But I don't have the drawing for it. Oh, yes I do. Ha 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 ha! I did it! Now the kangaroo's stuck in a wall. Oh my god. Come on. What the hell is it hitting its head on? Jesus Christ. Get in there. Okay, you can't. That's fine. Kill yourself, why don't you? Please don't crash the game. Okay, it didn't. I'd be really angry if that soft locked. What's funny too is I remember the credits, they listed testers and there were multiple names, meaning they probably just didn't even bother really touching this. They asked, can you move him? Yes. Okay. Put it out. I also like when that happens, is the screen like flickers and goes back a frame. That might be because of the SCART cables, I'm not sure. It is irritating when it happens though. It's very distracting. No. Well, that's one way of doing that part. Now that loops you back to the beginning, doesn't it? Well, I did it though. Oh god, why'd I do that? Stop. Eraser, please. Go away. You know what? Let's try one of our trusty... Oh. Never mind. I was gonna say, maybe I should use one of my drawings. Layers are hard. Okay. Okay. We'll get it this time, Woody. There you go. Can you get that one? Ooh, very good. And you did that one too. But not that one. It's okay. We can start over. Okay, Woody. Use one of your trusty drawings. Use the fire. That'll teach him. Fire. All right. Okay. That was fire. And now I'm shorter, so it's not as easy to get around anymore. Ew. He looks disgusted while he's doing that. He's happy there. Yeah, hey, you're not gonna post that in the chat, by the way. You can look at a little goblin boy's cock elsewhere. You're not doing that here. Look at that, he frolics. He skips around. Oh God, no! Oh God. Who's even cared about Leafy in the longest time? It's just giving him relevance again, which I cannot get behind. Yes, I got the heart. Anyone remember this classic trick? Well, that's a new result. I've never had that one. I've had this one. And that one. Oh, Woody. Try it out next time you play Wild Woody. He really likes when he is on moving platforms. Huh. Uh-oh. Oh my God. Which one's the real Woody and which is the shadow clone? Ow. Boy. Ah. Ah. Hey, the end. I made it. Ah. Well, where's the end of the level? Probably in here with Stink Tilda. No. There we go. The song is pretty good too. I don't think it's as good, but it's decent. Oh yeah, you sink through the clouds, I forgot. There's a stinky doo-doo, don't step in that. with that. Yeah. That man really hurts. Didn't they reveal that man finally in Guilty Gear? He's just a cat person. Way to ruin that character. No way. No. Is Wild Woody a god killer? He is the god killer. Oh. Am I the only one who gets bugged by that scene in the original Ghostbusters when they say, "Are you a god?" And he says, "No." They go, "Then die!" And they do this weird motion with their arms. They swing their arms in a really goofy manner when they say that. It's really wacky. Maybe that's probably intentional. Uh-oh. I almost fell because I looked away for 1 second. Don't want to die, Woody. Gozer the Gozerian. What do you think other Gozer? Fuck you! Time to do the whole level over. What do you think they look like? Is Gozerian supposed to be like ovarian? Oh, look at all the hearts. Teleport! Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Make that jump, you gosh dang fool. Go through the teleport and make the funny jump. I won't even make this jump. It's hard enough to line him up for it. Give me the one up. I need that. Okay, we'll get it next time. What does Wild Woody smell like? Probably a pencil. Oh boy. Let's die. I'm gonna get zapped and killed. That's what I was worried about. It took me backwards. That's not what I wanted. Well, bye, Woody. You had a good run. You're gonna get killed. Oh! I needed that! Okay, down to the bottom of the level I go. This is the beginning of the level. Welcome back. Oh. Okay. That's what I get for trying to get the heart. Where am I? Okay, you need to be jumping as soon as you spawn, because you'll fall through the cloud if you don't. Got it. No! Woody. Come on, Woody. You can do better than this. Okay, that's useless. Oh my god. Quit slipping around on everything. This is the Naked Man Cove. I'm getting out of there. Okay. Well, we get to do that again. Get ready, Woody. We're about to have a really fun platforming sequence. Go away. Okay. Now erase this, go in this, fall on that. I guess kill that guy too, who I didn't know about. I don't like this thing. Sure. Whatever, Woody. Okay. Let's try one of these. Okay, that was bad luck. Okay, I can't erase him because he keeps turning. Nope. Just as I was approaching. What, he's mad as hell. I would be too. This falling animation looks really good when he's tiny. Why can't I draw? Oh, because he's too short. I can't draw anymore. I feel like there's got to be some secret to this game, though. Like maybe maybe when you're short Woody, it plays better or something. I don't know. Maybe there's something here I'm not aware of that makes it play a little bit better. Doesn't seem like it, though. Okay. Well, by the way, when Woody grabs that, he clips through the floor because his hitbox changes size. So that's good to know. Oh. Okay. And we're dead. Oh, I forgot to be jumping as soon as I spawned. Oh my god. Alright. Good start. Oh, he hit his head on the ceiling. Oh boy. Let's go over here. I get pushed off everything. Go away. Alright, he's the one that doesn't like being erased. For some reason. Oh wait, you're supposed to go this way then. Oh my god. Get up. I'm just dead. Oh, this guy's gonna zap me. I can't even erase him. I jumped right on him. Yeah, I jumped to him. He didn't get erased. Oh, so much for that. Those paper planes are your best bet for beating this level. Having to go through it normally is a nightmare. Oh, he's just dead. Oh, okay. I remember the jump, but I still fell anyways. Ah, boy. You know what? Fine. We'll use the kangaroo. No, you're supposed to jump higher than that. The hell's going on? Is he hitting his head on some of these? Okay, well, he's gone now. That was good. It was a good use of kangaroo. Probably the best I've seen. Where does this take me? What was that sound? Oh boy. Oh, hey, that was actually good. It made like a weird squeak sound because there's two sound effects overlapping each other. Oh, okay. Well, none of those are paper planes. And I fell. Okay, and I fell through that. You know, it's already a game that feels like you're falling through every platform you land on. So a gimmick that the clouds you fall through over time doesn't really help. It doesn't feel like a gimmick, it just feels like the game's working even less. Oh, that's close. Supposed to go this way though. Where are the paper planes? Go away. No, there's a guy there to zap me. No paper plane. Okay, I didn't make that jump. I'm out of lives. Might as well just kill myself. Bye, Woody. Poor Woody. Apparently there's a master cheat. Yeah, I'm not cheating though. This is the real Wild Woody experience. It was a nasty place. Bad collisions wherever you stepped. Stupid fucking pencil ran amok. Come on! Isn't there a moving platform there? I guess not. Oh, Woody. Oh, Woody. Aye, Woody. Oh, God. smacking his head on the ground, wanting to die. Kill me! Funny fart, right? Am I right, America? That's my favorite thing to do in Alfred Chicken, that he smashes his head on the floor. No more! Isn't it funny when he farts? Funny. Oh. Then he go in the pot and fart. Oh. And then he kills a brown man. And there's Zeus. His caboose is loose. And then Woody misses the jump. Woody. Fuck. I'm gonna get shot down right away. Freedom. No more shitty platforming. Oh, it's almost too good to be true. Please don't soft lock. Okay. I am so scared of grabbing those because I don't want to soft lock the game. Especially when I'm this close to the end of the level now. Wait. Please go away. Love these enemies that you have to kind of jump into because you can't attack them otherwise. Oh god, he found me. Well, that stinks. Thank you, funny son. You sure got me. You did it again. Please keep putting them everywhere. They're very fun because they're enemies you're not allowed to kill and they get in the way of everything. Please put them everywhere. Well, you're gonna get hurt now, Woody. Let's just go this way. What's the worst that's gonna happen? Me getting a checkpoint? Yeah, that's pretty bad. Wait, this is the end of the level. I know this part. This is the part that you can use a paper plane on. Do I have one? Oh, it's not going to let me because it doesn't think this is a proper platform? I mean, it is. I'm standing on it. Do I have plane? I do not. That sucks because this is a good spot for it. Oh, wait, I might actually have one now. Yes, I do. Oh boy. Let's get that one up and then end the level already. Okay, great. I got the one up, but I did not end the level. This is actually the last part. There's one platform up there. This is the only part of this level I recognize the design for. Fine, we'll use the kangaroo. I bet he won't reach it though. Isn't he supposed to jump higher than that? Why isn't he doing it? There we go. Okay. Want to try again? Want to try again? Okay, you can't get up there, can you? You stupid... Okay. Nope, you can't get up there. So, kangaroo's done. Good job, Kangaroo Jack. Oh, look at that. I can't really do anything here because I don't have, oh, I'll take the one up. Can you erase this, Woody? There you go. He's mad as hell. And now I'm further down the level. I was at the end, but guess what? Woody is too short, so he can't use any of his drawings now. Who's the oldest member of Only Plays? We're all the same age, actually. We're all 26. I think Julian is the oldest by like a month or two. Chris is the youngest, I think. Chris is the youngest by a week from me. I'd like to get up there. I wish I knew how. But I can't draw anything. Go left, maybe? Okay. Here's death around every corner. Also, nothing that takes you higher up. Oh, wait. I wasn't able to make this jump last time. Maybe this is the way to go. I'm gonna die doing it. That's why I didn't want to go this way. Oh, give me that, please. Grab it, you stupid... Why can't you have a normal jump arc? Why do you have to go into a neutral state midair? Quit hovering midair. Oh my god. Look at that. He hovers midair. Bye, Woody. You're dead. You don't have any health. You're dead, Woody. You're dead. You're dead, Woody. Just end yourself, Woody. Just end yourself. It does 20%. Where with these damage values? Spikes only do 2? On hard mode, spikes do 2, so that means on normal they do 1. What are these damage values? Spikes don't hurt, but the things that are really hard to avoid do. Also, I hit an earlier checkpoint by accident, so I have more of the level I need to play now. Okay. You can go away now. Okay, let's actually just end the level this time. You go away. No, you go away. There you go. And let's end the level. Let's get out of here. No, the projectile from the sun does 20%. Oh, boy. Oh! If Woody was shorter, he would not have made that jump. Oh, boy. Oh, right, you sink through the clouds. By the way, this boss fight is not too bad. Unlike the other boss fights, it at least sort of works. Too bad it's playing the wrong music, because I wrote a song for this boss, and it's not playing that one. I'm probably gonna die, though, because I think I got hit too many times. Look at that, you can at least avoid damage. It's something that doesn't typically happen in this game. Well, he is very good at doing that, though, during boss fights. He's very good at just clipping over the weak point and not erasing it. Which is the worst thing. Yep, I'm dead. What? Okay, sorry, actually the game made a mistake last fight. Apparently he had no health left. So here's the boss is over. Sorry, I'd only figured it out now that he's supposed to be dead.
You got brimstone! Look upon...
Did I just skip it? Amin, your copy! Amin, your copy just skipped the cutscene. I didn't even touch it. I was walking in the other room. Oh no. That means copies of this game, even the slightest thing to make the cutscene hiccup, it skips it. That's awful. But you can't watch the cutscenes, why would you play it? Now you don't know why Woody's in the funny factory. Oh, I forgot it blows up repeatedly. Can you not erase this? By the way, look at these Contra 3 tiles I'm standing on. I mean, why don't you want it? Why wouldn't you want a copy of Wild Woody, I mean? Can you climb these? No, but they're platforms, I guess. Alright, whatever. Wrap your head around that one. I mean, this is a hot collector's item. As you saw online, it goes for $300. This is a rare game, apparently. According to the used game market. I'm just going a big circle. I think I did, actually. You don't go that way. Do I erase those? No, because you can't. Now you go this way. How about platforms that hurt you and you can't do anything to really stop them? No. Oh, you're dead again, Woody. You're dead again. Oh, Woody. Nope. I can't get that hard either. Yeah, what do you want? Oh, wait. You too. Nope. Oh, also, this is supposed to be a conveyor belt, but also it isn't, because if you hold a direction, it spins it around. Also, it's not animated, so it's not very clear what it's supposed to be. It's those little rollers that you can climb on at the Discovery Zone when you were 3 years old. So I remember Discovery Zone. But on one of the later levels, you can't spin them around. I think they're just broken conveyor belts. They're not functioning the way they're supposed to. Oh, I was gonna talk about that. Discovery Zone is a fun memory, but does anyone remember E-Zone? E-Zone was an old, was it Shockwave Games even? It was probably Shockwave, not even Flash. But they're one of the premier online game websites for the hot year of probably like 1999, I would imagine. They had Lenny Loose Jocks. That was their mascot character. He was an Australian man who had big pants. Does anyone remember going there? Whatever happened to it? Whatever happened to E-Zone? Is it still around? I think they tried to do some kind of premium model for it later on or something, so of course nobody did it because it's a stupid Flash game. Shockwave game, sorry, it was Shockwave. What were other Shockwave games from way back? There was one with like a Speedy Gonzales ripoff I always think of. I forget what that one was called. Here, use the dynamite, Woody. Take that! Oh, apparently he's not short enough still. And I can't get back up there. Okay. Tamale Loco, that's it. That was the one with the ripoff of Speedy Gonzales. Oh, look at Woody go. Where he stopped, nobody know. Oh, apparently he stops here. I'd like to get off now. Can he not hit the switch? Okay, I was gonna get angry if he couldn't hit the switch if he's short. Please get it and just get out of here. You have no health, Woody. That one took extra long. Oh boy. This thing is very excited to kill me. Ooh. Okay. Well, you don't have to erase every enemy, Woody. I'm trying to remember other old games. Just old things in general. I remember Radiskull and Devil Doll. That was done by the guy who did Total Distortion, which was a fun little game. Toy. I call it more of a toy than a game. It was fun though. What else was there? Pretty sure you're supposed to go this way, aren't you? There's switches here you're supposed to hit. I don't think there's any secret passage there. It's insulting because you see that right down there, and you just want to be there. Really? He just barely reaches that? I'm using your shitty worthless power-ups, come on. Give me something. CartoonNetwork.com had all those little music videos, I remember way back. They had the Sugar Ray one for When It's Over. They had all those web premiere tunes is what they were called, I think. Some of them were actually pretty well animated. I remember they did the Hong Kong Phooey one that actually ended up looking pretty good. There's some decent stuff on there. Yeah, Alien Hominid was a Flash game. I remember Tom posted that poll way back when they were making it for a console, and they asked, what was it? I think they asked if people would purchase it if it was a 2D game, and they had a little test render of Alien Hominid in 3D. I'm not sure what that got used for. Let's fall down here. Great. this is new. Look at that. Be careful, Woody. Don't crash the game. Well, this looks different, so maybe this is the end of the level. A man says, not knowing that this is not even close to the end. Nope. A dead end, I see. Classic. 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 Great. It was all for nothing. So, what was the point of this room? There's gotta be a point, because this is a dead end, otherwise. I feel like I remember getting stuck in this room before. So there's something to do here. Oh, I just had to be more patient. Sometimes erasing stuff takes longer than it usually does, by the way. So that can be nice and confusing. Oh wait, it's looping me around again. Oh, come on. Let's just go this way. There's nothing this way. Okay. But I had AOL, so a lot of old internet didn't even come from .com websites. It came from keywords. Because people who are unaware of that, what was the point of this? AOL was not a proper web browser until, I think, 4.0. Actually, 3.0. They might have introduced it in the middle of 3.0. There we go. So you couldn't just visit websites with AOL. You could only use keywords when it first was the thing. Oh, I'm dead. I don't have health. Ah, he got out of the way. But yeah, AOL. I really want to like put a request out there. I don't know if I want. What the hell? It didn't even hurt me. I wasn't in invincibility anymore either. Because people are obsessed with their fancy pants lost media archives, always looking for the stupidest garbage. Here's a big request for anyone who thinks they could pull it off somehow. AOL had an FTP service that was open to all users of AOL, called was it just the AOL File Archives? I forget what it was called, but they let anyone upload anything, and because of that, there were a ton of games available to download. Most of them being just awful because anyone could upload anything. They had categories for like clones, so they had Tetris clones, they had Frogger clones. They had anything you'd probably ever want to download for your PC, as long as you're okay with it being slightly mediocre. And some of those games, at least, are already existing around the web now. Champ Kong was one that was on there, but this guy's a little turd. There's one in specific, or there wasn't one in specific. There's a whole bunch I'd like to find. But there were a bunch of different games on there. A lot were made in like click and play. There's some really awful garbage on there, but there's some stuff I'd love to just see again for the sake of seeing it again. And I remember there was a click and play game called, I couldn't even find this as a kid. It was up for the shortest amount of time. There was a click and play game called Pack in Time, which good luck finding that again, because that was a thing that seriously existed on there for like a month and got taken down. And Pac-Man is already a series, Pack in Time is already a game, but it was not that Pack in Time. It was one that some guy randomly made in click and play. And he did some original art for it that actually looked really good. I remember the opening was it was Pac-Man, like on a really crazy looking highway, and there was a billboard ad for Earthworm Jim. It had really nice art, I remember, but it got taken down completely. I kept trying to find it as a kid too. It was like, oh, that was really neat. I want to see it again, but I could never find it again. But there were a ton of games on there. There was Save Kiki, I remember, was one of them. There's a whole Save Kiki series. There was Pyro Man, which was a really bad Mega Man knockoff made in Click and Play. What else was there? There's one called like The Fire Guy. I found that one at least. That was a shitty Click and Play game. Oh, I'm dead. What else was there? I'm trying to remember what other games got posted on there. I remember there were a bunch of rip-offs of Puzzle Bobble on there. Yeah, I'm really doubting anyone remembers any of this. This was from like 1996 on a really specific set part of the internet. I don't think most people are going to remember any of this. One or two people will probably remember. But I'd like to find a whole bunch of that stuff. I really would. I'd love to find a whole bunch of that stuff. But I feel like I'm never going to. I think it's just lost forever, which I don't really like the idea of. Since a kid, I wanted to find some of that stuff again. I never could. And that's when you're most likely going to find it again, because you're on the internet. This stuff existed on the internet. Yep, time to go in a big circle. Pyro Man, I think you can still find online at least. But there are like a whole bunch of shitty click and play games I've found online over the years I'd love to find again. I like to stream more of them too. But yeah, Bubba I did not actually find through the AOL file service. Bubba I forget how I found. I think I was just being young and looking for Nintendo games to play on the PC. If I die, I swear to God, what an awful final stretch. So that final stretch of the level, they put a bunch of enemies in the way that you can't actually kill because the ceiling is too low. So that's a part intentionally designed to kill you if you came into it with no health. At least I know how to get there. But that was how I found Bubba, because that was which, by the way, does anyone remember that website? I'm sure you won't, because that was also really early internet. But IGN even partnered them. They were called the Pokemon Abode. I remember they had click and play games on their website for some reason, and I swear they were made by the guy who the Beaversoft guy, because they had one on there called E-Police, which there was a game that they had made prior in Click and Play, and it had a Bubba rafting game mixed into it, and it used the exact same sprites and everything, which were edits of a Click and Play library of Army Men when they turned into Mega Man characters. I remember they had a game of that, and there was a Bubba minigame worked into it. The Pokemon Abode had a few different games. I still have a couple at least. Over time, I was able to find a few of them again. There was Chansey Golf, which was not good. None of them were good. There was one called Pokey Venture, which I remember is not very good. Because Click and Play could not do proper scrolling, so the way that people... Oh my god, am I gonna just die? The way that people do scrolling in Click and Play was that they made all the platforms just objects. Oh my god, I made it. They made all the platforms just objects on their own and would manually position them. So if you're walking right, it'd move every object on screen to the left. Oh, I almost got the bonus stage. This next stage actually might be one of my favorite songs. The next stage has really good music, and it's because this was actually a song written beforehand. It wasn't even for this game. Whoops. Oh my god. I have no idea what the hell those guys are. Well, if you're telling me to go up, I guess I have to. But this song is very, very good. And I wish it was tied to a better game. I really like this song. I didn't think so. Wild Woody doesn't deserve the soundtrack. Mr. Ronfall Bumblefoot, he did very good music for this game, here and there. I'm sorry it happened to be for this. I'm also sorry they only gave you a month to do some of the music for the game. Oh god. Oh boy. Couldn't do that again. But before you had your Guilty Gear, this is probably the best hard rock you're going to get in a video game. Unfortunately, it's through Wild Woody. Oh boy, slipped you the other way. Look at that. Look at that crisp, clean jump cycle. The best I have seen in a game, perhaps. Oh boy. If we were gonna get licenses to games, Wild Woody would be one I'd be up for. What else? Clay Fighter would be a fun one to get. What else? Whatever happened to that one that they're doing? Like, weren't they gonna be making a new one or something? They're gonna do it. They said they were doing it like twice. They were gonna have it on. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Those games suck, and I'm sure it would have been bad. But it'd be fun to actually have that and do something good with it. There we go. Whoop! Illbleed would be a fun one. Oh, Illbleed would be great. That'd be a great one to have. I think typically I'd want it to just be games that... Because someone said God Hand. No, I wouldn't want God Hand. I wouldn't be able to do something good with that. They already did a phenomenal job with the original God Hand. If anything, I'd like Platinum to be able to get their hands on that again. God Hand's so good. God Hand is such a good game. I've said it a billion times over in streams, but if you've never played it, please play it at some point. It's one of the most satisfying experiences you're probably going to get out of the game. If you're about playing things where personal growth and just raw skill comes into play. But if I was going to be like acquiring properties of any sort, it'd be things that I think have like good designs or good ideas here and there, but we're just a mess overall. This is why I would do like Wild Woody or Clay Fighter or Illbleed even, because Illbleed is not... Illbleed is a mess of a game, but there's so many fun ideas there. Yeah, get it on PSN. It's actually kind of hard to find a physical copy of God Hand now. I don't know why. but it is on PSN for some reason. So, pick it up. Give it a go. You won't be disappointed. Unless you're Verge, because Verge decided to do a review of it years and years later, and they were very bothered by it. Because it was weird reading that. It was weird reading a current review of God Hand making the same complaints IGN made way back. Because they moaned about the camera even though it doesn't matter in any way. They got bothered by the first boss. Can't accept how goofy it is. And they heard Gene say, "I'm not that kind of guy!" That got them very angry. What kind of guy, Gene? What are you trying to say? I guess to be fair, at least they got to the first boss. I don't even think IGN got that far. Boy, oh boy, is this game a mess. Can I not navigate this part without shrinking? Oh boy, okay. Yeah, rock out! Very good, Woody. Can you do it again? Good job. You get all the rewards for doing that. You can turn the game off, Woody. You won it. Oh. And now I can't make these jumps because I'm too short. That really was worth it, huh? Funny thing about Woody's movement too, he does actually have a little bit of acceleration. If you tap right and jump, he jumps a little bit slower than he normally would. So if you're trying to clear jumps with him, you're not going to be really able to pull it off. And you kind of need to when you're Tiny Woody here, so... I made that sacrifice for no reason. I can't make these jumps. And I can't draw anything new because I'm too short. I essentially kind of have to get lucky with a jump here, like clipping on top like that. Okay, and now I can't go up there. Oh boy. Can I erase this? Nope. Use the horse. I can't. Woody can only draw things a couple of times. When he's this short, he's not able to draw anymore. Thankfully, I finally got over that. How are we going to clear that when we're too short? I really should have a God Hand stream again sometime. I just want to get more... I really was sucking last time I tried playing it. I should not be struggling with demon fights without the God Hand. That's always been weird about God Hand 2, is that they have a couple different demon types, and the is it the green ones that you fight second? First level always spawns those purple demons, which I swear the purple ones feel harder to me than the green ones do. The green ones are a cakewalk to fight, because you don't have to anticipate much with them. How do you do this one again? Oh, this song's pretty cool too. Did you not hit that? Actually, oh, that's a platform. So oh, that's a rope. I can't even see it because it's green. So this is a rope you're supposed to climb. There we go. Oh, clipped right through him. Try that again. Okay, I missed it again. There we go. Whoops. Oh boy. Come on. Why can't I flick the switch? Oh, he's dead. That's why. I'm a dummy. I didn't even see it. He's dead. Got it.
Woody, you got lug nuts. No need to get personal.
Ha! Funny Woody.
Orbit ran off into that book.
What's that? No problem for me, Bob.
You were saying, wet fool.
My, oh my. Time to earn my pay.
Oh, were you talking to Ryan?
Go get him, leadhead.
Brandon.
Oh, because I heard.
Chris wanted to record again tonight, and I told him we would do it tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Ryan is probably gonna come by in like an hour.
Okay, well that's good because I haven't gotten ready yet.
Okay. I should probably just wrap up anyways. I probably should just wrap up anyways.
Probably should because it's gonna take you a while to get through all the
Yeah, that's true. Alright, well,
Unless your mind's being on stream, I guess.
nah, I'll be fine. We'll play more Wild Woody later, everyone. I'm sorry how much of a mess this stream was. Let's just read some donations and wrap up. Fuck! Shit! Okay. Turn that off. Don't delete the save. It'll be fine. Actually, I should delete the save probably. Whoa! Let's catch up with questions. Ding Dong and then inflated tiny tiger first. Who would be the one more embarrassed? I don't think I'd be embarrassed, but I wouldn't be that embarrassed. I don't think Julian would not be caring at all, I don't think. He'd probably be the one most embarrassed by that. Someone drew. Haha, I am funny thick meme now. Back to DDR for me. You remembered. Why they thought a pencil would be a mascot almost equal to Sonic. I don't know what the mindset was with Wild Woody. You have to keep in mind this was the time period where they were just releasing mascot platformers left and right and hoping something would stick. It's either them complaining about a game acting passive-aggressive because they were called out due to complaining too much about a game, or being casually racist because it's like funny. You know, it's hard to do one of those statements where it's either this or this, but your list is already like 10 different items long. It's hard to water something down when you do that. Oh, are these people from Co saying that? Okay. Well, that makes a lot more sense. No, we got sent a long angry email a while back from someone which was funny because they were saying, typically you guys are really funny, but one of the jokes you told in a recent video really offended me, and it was surprising because it's like, okay, so you're okay with Chris saying the N-word. That was okay. And Julian saying slurs about Mexicans and all the faggot jokes and everything. All that was okay. But that was what finally got to you. Most of the times that we're doing jokes like that anyways, it's at our own expense. But whatever. That's okay. Their conversations are either this, or 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 this. I figure them out. Or this. Sorry, there's that one too. There's 32 different things that their conversations usually are. So you always know what to anticipate. If, for future reference, if anyone's gonna, which by the way, it's very easy to water it down. You can just say it's usually funny voices or screaming, because that's typically what it is. But if you're gonna try to condense something down to a list like that, like I said, you need to make it like 2 things. Once you start going above 5, once you start actually typing out like a huge grocery list of different things, you haven't condensed it anymore. You're making it look like there's actual variety to it. It's defeating the purpose of trying to be reductive like that. Like I said, that's the way to do it. Just say it's always screaming, because it usually is. It's either screaming or funny voices. That's usually what the videos are. It's why these streams are probably pretty different too, because I've had people come in and be like, "What? Why do you sound so bored?" It's because you ham it up for stupid videos. Remember when I was really into prolapse porn? Okay. Are you saying that because of Wild Woody? People talking about Game Grumps. Look at this fucking nerd. What would you do to bully him? I'm surprised people are drawing him. Also, anyone who is, don't tweet it at the Ding Dong account. Tweet it to the proper account. Because I'd gladly retweet it over there. I don't even use that account really anyways, but that's where it belongs. In the garbage can. Why is he playing it on hard for? 'Cause it's funny. Because it shows off just the worst bits of Wild Woody, really. Because they didn't really test it. Wild Woody in general is just a game that you're hit with a million enemies back to back. And when you're playing it on normal, you don't really notice it. But on hard, it really puts into perspective how stupid their level design is. Because I showed that earlier. The end of the one level, there's like 5 enemies with a low ceiling, so you can't even jump on them. You just have to run through them and get hurt one by one. You can be lucky enough to find an item that could probably kill one of them, but even then, you can only draw 2 things at a time. So once you're down there, you can kill 2 of those enemies. You can't kill all of them. It's not a system that works well. That's the opposite of bullying. No, that would be bullying to me. That would be bullying if you did that. I played Alfred Chicken on PS2 Super Nintendo emulator, and every time you start a level, you hear the most ear-piercing noise ever. I like to hear that, if you could record it. I'm curious what that sounds like. Alfred Chicken is a really, really dopey game. It's actually strange. I kind of like things about it, even though as a game as a whole, it's just really, really boring. No, the Only Plays account is not the proper account. Who'd you use in Marvel vs. Capcom 1? Gotta go with Captain Commando. I really like Jin, and I'm sad that Jin is just never going to be in another game. Although Captain Commando isn't either, so... But Captain Commando and Jin, I think I used in Marvel vs. Capcom 1. Jin isn't exactly too viable, but Captain Commando's a lot of fun to use. Why didn't he like Nine in the Woods? I thought the game had some nice controls and visuals. Okay, the control part I can just say, it doesn't matter. Most of the game is you walking to the left, going into a building and talking to a character. It's not really a platformer. It's not really a game that involves controls. It's for its story. That's why you play it. So I don't know why you would mention nice controls. But I digress. And the characters are memorable. For the wrong reasons. I don't think he gave the game a chance and was set on nitpicking it from the... Is this a joke post? I'm sorry, but is this a joke post? The nitpicking... The line nitpicking now reads as like a meme to me. I never know if people are being serious or not when they say it. Was that a joke post, whoever made that? No, Julian and I both were looking forward to it because of the art style, which still, yes, the art style is fantastic. It looks great. There's some really nice looking scenes. The part when you're on the bike going into the woods, that part is really, really nice to look at. No, visually it's fantastic. The soundtrack's alright too, but the writing is so unbearable, and that's what the game's driven around. And it's trying very hard to be relatable to the disenfranchised youth, but most people aren't like these characters in any way at all, and you just get irritated with them. At least on my end, that's what happened with me. I've heard from some people where they're like, oh, this is exactly what I'm like. And it's one of the situations where I'm just like, I hope not. You probably are very annoying if you're like these characters. They are memorable, but like I said, for the wrong reason. They're all really obnoxious. And the main character herself not only is just a really shitty person, on top of being just a mess that no one tries to help in any way, but at the end of the game, there's no turnaround, there's no development on these characters either. It's just like, okay, what happened. All right. So they stay shitty. Fuck the old people. It had to work that in. Had to work in that the crazy cult, which is a huge exposition drop, because rather than setting that up over the course of the game, doing anything with the length of the game, they decided for just a half hour they have to dump truck all this on you about the cult and everything, and then they got to work in the line about how the immigrants are taking our jobs. Yeah, fuck old people. It just reads as that. It just reads as a thing to try to take advantage of an audience of teens, young adults. There's not really much there. And I wish I could at least say it's a very comfortable feeling game, because that's what I was hoping to at least get out of it. I remember seeing the Kickstarter, I remember seeing the images, I remember what the writing was already looking like, and I was going to be able to kind of look beyond that a little bit, just if it felt very comfortable to play. And there's points that it's not the worst, but I mean, Julian and I both wanted to try it, and neither of us had a good time. So saying you played it looking for nitpicks, no, absolutely not. It was a game that we both were interested in. That's why we sat through the whole thing. People really like falling back on the whole... I guess it's because we're in this position now. If I ever talked about this kind of stuff before and we weren't doing Let's Plays, I'm sure it'd be easier for people to just accept, like, okay, well, that's what I thought about it. I feel different, but whatever. I think once you get into this position, it's a lot easier to just be like, oh, the contrarian. I've noticed that started happening more and more over time. Once you get when you don't have anyone following you, you feel more comfortable about saying things. But once you actually have an audience, once you have 30,000 people following you, everything you now say is invalid. On certain things, I mean, I welcome it, obviously. If it's something I don't even know what I'm talking about, like I'm just speaking on my ass, absolutely. I'd like people to call me out on it, but it's usually on things that it's like, it's just opinion. And I think that's harder to say, no, you're wrong for your opinion. It's an opinion. I'm sorry I didn't enjoy it. Believe me, I wanted to. There were little bits here and there that were interesting, but just overall, I couldn't stand it because of the writing. The writing is what the game's about, so... Like I said, maybe it was even just a joke post. The nitpick thing could have been an indicator. But he immediately started shitting on the minigame for no reason. Did I shit on the rhythm minigame? I don't remember shitting on it. Did I shit on the rhythm minigame? I remember I made fun of a news post that talked about the rhythm minigame, saying it's on point, and it's like, yeah, they coded a rhythm game that works. I don't know why it had its own article. But I remember the rhythm game being fine. I don't think I complained about it at all. I think the only thing I probably pointed out is that there's no real consequence for messing it up. You shit on the dungeon thing. I think the dungeon thing, by the way, was actually messing up because I was capturing it and streaming it. Because I watched other people play it and it moved a lot quicker. When I was playing it, it just felt really clumsy. And the character was getting locked into certain animations at that point. The weird one, like the cooldown animation off attacking where they look like an old person crawling forward, they got stuck in that a lot. And it was running at... I swear, it was just running at half the frame rate, because I've watched video clips and it's running at 60, and it looks a lot quicker. And it actually looks fun there. It looks a lot like a lot of fun there. That's what was confusing me about it, was that with how awkward it felt and everything, I was wondering if is this like commentary about these sorts of games? Or is this meant to be like an actual minigame? I wasn't sure. But just watching it, no, it's just a minigame they threw in. So I couldn't even tell, based on the experience I was having already, if it was just a bug or what. And I think it was just a bug, like I said. I've watched clips of it. It runs at 60. It was running at 30 for me. Yeah, these are joke posts. These have to be joke posts. I just remember about this 501 CD I had, and the menu was a remix of Mario Kart 64 Rainbow Road. One of the games was Mario 007. I envy you if you got one like that, because there were compilations like that that would go on sales sometimes where it was just repackaged fan games and stuff like that. I'd kill to have that. Yeah, I saw someone uploaded the whole Night in the Woods stream. I saw comments like that where it's like, well, I didn't even try to enjoy it. And one of them was saying like, well, if you played it with them, I played it with someone else who was also anticipating it. I don't think there's much more to it. It was something that I was kind of looking forward to. It's why I played it to begin with. And I ended up just kind of disappointed. I don't think it helps, though, that the beginning of the stream, like the first hour of the game, our mics were off because we were complimenting it a lot then. And I didn't realize it until in the middle of the stream that our mics were off the whole time. So the compliments just went under. And people were saying, too, if you took it in bursts, it probably would have been more tolerable, which it absolutely would have been, but at the same time, too, by taking it in one go, you're noticing repetition and how the dialogue is written and how frustrating that becomes, too. You get a different experience by playing it just one long session. You get a different experience playing it in bursts. Bursts would be the ideal way to go, but you do notice things like that when you're just sitting down doing it in one long playthrough. I'm sorry I didn't enjoy it, though. I know a lot of people are upset I didn't enjoy it. I want to fuck the alligator goth into the ground. Well, that's why there's still threads discussing the game. To the point that even though the game was a success, most of the people I saw talking about it a week after it came out were only furries and nothing else. It was people posting porn or the wacky goofball flailing his arms because he had cups on his ears because it was random. Haha. It didn't do anything for me. I'm sorry, everyone. It's not me trying to, like, I don't know. I think that's what's bizarre too, is that I get that treatment, that I'm in the contrarian position, but I fully admit the whole thing with the writing, that's not even like an objective thing necessarily. That's just how I feel about it. I can't stand the writing, me personally. I think I even said after we finished playing it, like, listen, if you enjoyed it, I'm happy for you. I couldn't get anything out of it. It's purely opinion. I'm not gonna have a long tangent saying like, oh, this is bad game design, this is bad. I'm not gonna go into that because the writing was the big fault. Was the big problem with it. There's things I didn't like about how it was set up either as a game, but most of that was just opinion based. And yeah, I didn't enjoy it. I'm not gonna really fault people if they did. It's just a difference in taste. Oh, the feminazi stole my ice cream. I already saw that. I'll say this about that guy on Twitter. He can be really goofy. I think it's just because he's not all there, necessarily. But at the same time, I had a good conversation with him. He was getting uppity about game reviews and was telling people how they were wrong for interpreting it a certain way, but it's a review, and if the person took your work that way, they took your work that way. You can tell them how they're wrong, but that was what they got out of it. That's their experience. So if they're basing a review around that, the way they got there was based how you wrote it and handled it. So I mean, it's not a thing you can really argue. It is what it is in that regard. And he was making a bunch of tweets trying to like justify it because, oh no, a bad review. Let's get angry about it. And I just ended up saying like, hey, listen, when you're getting bad press like this, you shouldn't be going out of your way to try to lash out at negative reviews. It's not going to reflect too well on you. And we actually had a good discussion out of it because he was mentioning a lot of things too, just saying like, well, it's stressful and everything. And I completely understand it because I've been tied to projects like that before, and I've remembered situations like that where it's you're working with people and everyone's like, oh, I wish I could say these things. When Phil Fish was freaking out, I remember a lot of developers even saying like, you know, I respect him because at least he's honest. A lot of people feel that way, especially when you're inexperienced, when you're in a position like that. Like, okay, this is the first project I'm attached to. You're not exactly too sure how to handle these sorts of things. And I'm sure people will say this with like the Let's Play stuff because it's like, oh, well, you respond to everything. It's because I don't care about Let's Plays. I don't care about any of this. I'm fine to just be wide open here because I just don't care about any of this. I have no reason to really bite my tongue. I'm fine to discuss things I want to discuss because whatever, it's Let's Plays, it's playing video games. I don't think that really has an area for professionalism anyways. It gets to exist because YouTube has an ad revenue system. That's about it. There's no real professional standard to this industry. That's why you had someone shrieking rape jokes for years on end and being able to go with it. And it's why like we can do what we're doing. We're making the stupid jokes we're making. We can get off with it. There's no professionalism within like Let's Plays as much as people want that to be like a phrase. It is what it is. It's people playing video games. People watch it, get entertainment out of it. Why they do, I'm not too sure. I don't know why people watch us. I don't know why they watch the stream. But when it comes to actually being involved with a product, though, when it's something like that, when you're doing something like video games, that is where professionalism does come into play. And when people are making reviews like that and everything, you do just have to kind of accept it. So that's why I've always kept like different accounts for that kind of thing too, and work and everything, because I keep that kind of thing separate. When I'm doing work on a project, I'm not going to be very vocal about it. I'm not going to be going out and like saying, oh, fuck them, they said a bad thing about game. Believe me, it can be tempting at points, and I've worked with plenty of people who have felt that way. It's just a thing that over time you recognize, okay, yes, I feel this way, and yes, some of these articles can be very stupid with the things that they say, but at the same time too, you have to recognize that they could have just gone to these conclusions through their experience. It could be something that was also done thanks to how you designed what you ended up making. At the same time too, it's their reception. I mean, it is what it is. Arguing with it is not going to make it look any better. You just have to kind of accept it. And anytime I've been involved on a game project, I've been pretty good at just keeping my mouth completely shut, because why would you say anything anyways? I feel like it's fair for the most part on everything I've been tied to. I've worked with people who've gotten mad about like reviews and everything, but I've read them over and it's like, no, I understand where they're coming from. I don't think I've ever been in much of a position where I've been like too outraged by that kind of thing that I feel like I'm gonna go and say something. But I understand completely why people would, and I ended up talking to the Night in the Woods guy for a little while about it. And it's the kind of stuff that I remembered kind of feeling when I was first working on projects and everything too. It's just because of that inexperience and unfamiliarity with the game industry and working on something like this, releasing a product. It's an odd spot to be in. So I understood some of why that was happening. I still disagreed with some of what he was saying, but it was at least it was a very level-headed discussion, and I was surprised by it. So I can at least say that, as much as people want to shit on that guy, he was very calm, at least in terms of that. I think his views are still very much out there and cuckoo crazy, but I can at least say that. I can at least say we had a good discussion, and they were at least level-headed during it. Why were the games you worked on bad? One of them was actually just fine, I think. I think it turned out well. And it got decent reception. One of the ones I worked on, I was very indifferent. It was a paying job, and at least on that part, I wasn't handling programming with that one, so I don't need to really care about that. That's the other side of it too, is when you're involved in a project like that, You could just not be that invested. Or if it's like, okay, my end, I at least did the best I could. They're complaining about another end. You can also take that sometimes too. It's like, oh, yeah. What's the right account to send things to then, Ding Dong? Well, it's not about sending things. If it's fan art about Oni Plays, go for it. Just tweet at Oni Plays or tweet at me or Chris. That's fine. It was because someone drew a thing tied to my FA, and just tweet that out to my FA account then. You should play Graffiti Kingdom, and then there's foot porn. I did want to play Graffiti Kingdom. I think that would be a lot of fun. There's a lot of potential for that one. Why the fuck am I watching the stream? I don't know. Why are you? When I watched your Nine in the Woods stream, I seriously wanted to fucking die before I caved in and watched the whole thing at ×2 speed. I don't blame you. I don't think that's a fun stream to watch anyways. I think that was a really bad stream. I think it was a bad stream. I think it was miserable because we were not having a good time, and repeatedly we just wanted to turn it off. It was just too boring to sit through. And I mean, Julian's position on it too. The fact that Julian wasn't enjoying it. Julian has grown up with people who are sort of like the characters a little bit, and even they weren't as bad as those characters were because they're all caricatures. No one like that really truly exists, and if they did, then they're probably one of the most obnoxious human beings to be around. It was hard. It was pain, and I feel bad for anyone who sat through that stream. Read some donations, though. Oh, thank goodness, there aren't that many. Thank you, J. Duke of Duang, for $5. Love you, baby. What do you think about Chrono Trigger? Chrono Trigger's great. Combat system is a lot of fun. Really nice looking game. It's easily one of the finest on the Super Nintendo. Really pushed it. Multiple endings and everything, too. Really, really good game. If somehow you've never played it, you should definitely check it out. I think everyone's played it at this point, though. And I don't know. I don't know what I can add on to that people haven't heard before. It's like asking about Final Fantasy VII. I really don't know what I could add on to a discussion like that. Why I enjoy it. It's just really, really good. I'd like to see more combat systems kind of structure the way they handle things with like positioning and stuff too, though. There's some really cool ideas there. Also, Frog's alright. Frog's alright in my book. Thank you, Keskers, for $5. Hello there, Ding Dong. Hour of my favorite 5 boys? What? You rank in the top 5. I have no idea what your game is, but I'll buy it because I support you and you're... Oh, okay. I'm already going to say this. Don't buy it. Do not buy it for that reason. Do not buy the games me and Julian are making just for that reason. If Trick or Treat, for example, does not interest you at all, don't buy it. And if you're in a position too where it's like, well, maybe it could be okay, I'm not sure, pirate it. Pirate it, try it out. If you enjoy it, purchase it if you'd like. That's how I feel about that. Do not purchase a game just because of the connection. Do not do that. And if you're not sure, like I said, pirate it. Probably not going to even have DRM on it. And when I say probably, I mean pretty positive there's no way we're going to. Unless I got like snuck in with someone we might work on the game with or something. Pirate it, try it out. If you enjoy it, feel free. Only if you want to. If it doesn't interest you at all, though, don't buy it. Don't feel obligated to buy it just because we're the ones working on it. Thank you, Meech NC, for $5. 5 smackaroos for the brave boy who survived a leaf blower attack. Thank you, Sheepish Deep Dish, for $5.99. You made a little smiley face. Why release a demo? Yeah, I mean, I'd say just pirate it because then you're not playing like a single level demo. You're getting the experience of the entire game. You get to make your decision then. People are going to pirate it anyways. So just let that be your experience. Let that be your attempt to try it out. I guess that'd be the one thing. You wouldn't be able to do online play if you pirate it, probably, because it's going through the Steam service for it. Maybe you can get that working? I don't know. But, yeah, no. I don't care if anyone pirates our games, and I encourage it if you're not sure about getting them. Please do that. Try it out. If you don't enjoy it, don't buy it. And if you don't even have any interest, don't buy it. Don't do an obligated thing like that. Do not just go your way. I'm sure someone's going to get angry now because I'm repeating myself. But I need to stress that. I do need to stress that because I still have people telling me things like that. Like, oh, I'm going to buy it to support you guys. Don't think of it that way. Seriously, just buy it if you actually care about it. We weren't going to have online play, but now that we're porting the code over, we actually have potential to work with clients to set up netcode for it. So there's a good chance it's going to have online play when it comes out. This contradicts my normal rule of don't listen to anything Ding Dong says. Oh. I mean, a lot of people do that. I still see people say I come off as really smug and arrogant when I'm typically calling myself stupid 24/7 because I am. Like the whole Dota shit earlier, that was embarrassing. I completely forgot what happened with the blade mail switch and I wasn't remembering it right. And then I kept getting incorrect patches that I was looking up trying to figure out which patch it was I played. All of that is so unfamiliar to me. I figured it sat in my memory better than it did. But I really haven't touched it in like 2 years, so I guess not. I didn't know there's skill trees. That's so bizarre. That's such a weird addition they made. Thank you, Beta Clay, for $1. Are there any IPs besides Wild Woody you'd love to get your hands on? I mentioned a few of them earlier. Pretty much any franchise that was stinky, I'd probably be interested. Even Bubsy, stuff like that, I'd be interested in. Bubsy would be so easy to work with. You could easily make a good Bubsy game if you knew how to approach it. That new one they're doing now is not the right way of doing it. It's probably going to be a very mediocre game, and then people ham up the reviews and say it's god-awful when it's probably just okay at best. As the original Bubsy is not very good, but I would not say... Because it has that reputation. Everyone's always like, Bubsy games are the fucking worst games I've ever played! They're not that bad. They're functional. They play... Well, that's not true. The one on the Jaguar is fucking awful. That one's actually bad. That one legitimately is a bad game. But the original Bubsy, that's not that bad. It's just a mediocre platformer. Like I said before, play Awesome Possum. That fucking sucks. That's a bad game. No one talks about that. Talk about Awesome Possum. That was a really bad one. It's because Bubsy's recognizable. It's also because Bubsy 3D happened, so everyone likes to insist the first Bubsy game is bottom of the barrel. Oh. Oh, Voln, were you here? I didn't know you were here watching this. Oh, this was a mess of a stream. I'm sorry, Voln. Oh, Voln, if you're in California again, we gotta hang out sometime. Donated $1. Please have $1. I don't have a choice. Comfy Inautica donated $1. Are we going to be seeing any more progress live streams from you? Like on game development? Hopefully. Smell the Yak donated $4.99. Pretend it's a sub and enjoy the games. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just pretend at this point. Lions Go Rar donated $5 and they typed a heart. Thank you. And thank you, Steven Tabakov for $4.93. Something in Russian. I made it to the stream finally. Thank you. Crazy Crumb Cake donated $20. Oh, thank you. $20. Wow. That's that's starting to get to the point where I may refund. Said this last stream, but I always feel weird about any donation that kind of exceeds like $5. I'll accept 20. 20 is where I'll accept. Thanks for funny screams and brown bricks. I got two. Now I'm very tempted to refund. I got 2 topics for you. Have you ever heard of or played Homeworld Cataclysm? I have. It's good. If so, you should play it on your streams or Oni plays. That would not end up happening. Chris would not be interested. We'll love to draw a thumbnail for Oni plays if you're cool with that. It doesn't work like that. I'm sorry. We have typically Chris is drawing them now. Julian was drawing them before. Today was a guest artist. It's not a clear cut like volunteer position thing. I'm sorry. Thank you, Real Life Salad for $5. Thank you, Axolotl. Oh, I like axolotls. It's too bad they're all dying. Thank you for $5. I like them on axolotl. That's a joke from Dream Daddy. Thank you. Please spend $15 on this. Violet Cutie donated. Honestly, that was probably more clever than anything that's actually in that game. Violet Cutie donated $5. Thank you, Violet Cutie. Thank you, Punny HTT for $5. Take my funny money, honey. OMG, I'm a bee bear. I like honey, honey, honey. Remember the bee bear video? Remember, it was a wonky? Where she goes, Wonky's hilarious. She's really enjoying it. That doesn't sound like a fake laugh. She was really enjoying the stupid video. They just had her in a recording booth and they put it on. She started laughing. Thank you, Fanatical Fang, for $5. Thank you, Fanatical Fang, again for $5. Thank you, Fanatical Fang, again for $5. You donated $5 3 times. You're trying to loophole me? And they said, thanks for the stream. Well, thank you. Thank you, Utenbon, for $6.08. And thank you, Polygon Fighter, for $1. And they said, party. Thank you. what's your opinion on the Soul Calibur series? I didn't play any of them after 3. And 3 was just eh. I remember 3 just kind of popped up out of nowhere too. 2 was a lot of fun though. The original was I should say original because there was also Soul Edge, but there was a Soul Calibur 1 on Dreamcast. That was a big deal when it came out because it looked amazing. That game's a lot of fun. What's his name? I forget a lot of the names of the characters though. They redesigned the 1, and I didn't like his redesign for 2 because he looked a lot less interesting. Who was he? I'm trying to remember his name now. Soul Calibur 1, he had like his hair was like standing up. It was like a spiky flat top essentially. It was like little anime hair. He had a headband wrapped around it. That's how he looked in the first one. They got rid of that in 2. I liked his design, Soul Calibur 1. Also, Lizard Man was an actual character in Soul Calibur 1, and then he was just a little basic grunt enemy in Soul Calibur 2. Oh, Yoshimitsu's a favorite. He's one of my favorites. Voldo's a lot of fun too. What was his name? I gotta look up the Soul Calibur 1 cast. I've forgotten a lot of the names of the characters. Keelik was the one with the pole, right? I obviously remember Ivy. Maxie, was he the one with the nunchucks? I don't remember who used the nunchucks. Yeah, Cervantes was Mr. Pirate. What the fuck was his name? Who am I thinking of? Do I have to just look up the Soul Calibur 2 cast? Who was I thinking of? Soul Calibur Yun. That might be who I'm thinking of from Soul Calibur 1. Yes, that's him. That's him. Okay, thank you. He had a cool design in first Soul Calibur, and it made him look a lot more boring after that. Ding Dong is so humble with quotes that he automatically makes refund requests every time someone buys his game on Steam. Oh my god. I'm actually worried I'd probably end up doing that at some point. That someone didn't enjoy it, I would just give them a refund automatically or something. I'm probably going to be giving codes out like crazy. I didn't think about that either. I bet I am. Oh well, whatever. I wanted to do that as a thing anyways, that during a stream I'd probably give out free copies of Trick or Treat to people watching. Yeah, Lyle's been doing really good edits. Lyle's been doing a really good job. It's a good way to see where Ding Dong's logic and reasoning when it comes to critiquing gameplay falls short. I don't even know what that exactly means, because it was in reference to Night in the Woods. There really isn't gameplay in Night in the Woods. I also just, I don't know. I feel weird about that one anyways because people get really mad at me when I bring up gameplay stuff, but then I'm sorry I'm calling back to this again, but it's one of the few times I've actually just finally went out of my way to do it. Everyone was saying all the shit about the Insane trilogy, and people were insisting to me constantly, no, 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 you're just making that up, that you're slipping off the ledge. No, 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 you're just making up that the jumps are different. They're exactly the same. I had someone send me a huge post that was like 4 paragraphs saying how the controls are exactly the same. So I had to sit down for a half hour just to make the stupid comparison because there's all of these there were all of these little rumors about that, how, oh no, it controls exactly the same. There's all this stuff floating around, but no one had anything concrete to just show it. I'm usually not losing my mind when I spot these things. Usually it's coming from somewhere. I don't typically try to jump to nonsense, and that's why during our series on Oni Plays, I didn't really try to talk much about it because I wasn't playing it. I wasn't the one holding the controller. I wasn't sure if it was really that different. I tried to stay very in the back in that regard. I would only talk about the visuals because that's the only thing coming up. And even then, I tried to not say much about it. I tried to hold off on that too. I only would hop in if everyone was just discussing that, and that's all the conversation was. Someone pointed it out. There was one moment that I was trying to kind of derail it because I didn't like that that's all we're talking about. They were talking about was it the opening to Crash 2, I think? And they were saying how Engine looked really ugly, and I just ended up saying, like, do you think the two of them kiss? Because they're always alone in there. I was just trying to sidestep it because it's like, okay, no one's going to want to watch this if this is all we're doing. But that's the other end to it. I understand why people don't like watching that, but on the other end of it too, I think people really play up when that happens. Like when there's a negative criticism, people really exaggerate it. Resident Evil 7 was cut down from like an hour and a half each video to only 10 minutes. And I tried to cut out almost anything discussing the game, and even then people would latch on to tiny comments. That's the infamous example to me, is that I told Chris, because he was freaking out scared that an enemy was going to corner him. I said, Chris, just go through the door. I don't think their area for navigation will go there. I think they'll stay in the other room. And he did it. He went through the door, didn't get followed. And people got really mad at me for saying that, because it's like, oh, fucking nitpicking again. That wasn't a nitpick. That was me trying to give him advice, because he was getting cornered. I didn't want him to die on the spot, so that was why I ended up saying that. But I mean, it was right. It's because that game is beautiful. That game is actually legitimately, that game is fucking gorgeous. It's incredible what they pulled off with that game visually. I can't believe how nice it looks, especially in VR. Oh my god, Resident Evil 7 in VR, it is so amazing to look at. It's a really nice looking game. They really pulled that off well. I typically don't get into a position where I'm going to compliment 3D visuals for trying to attempt realism, but they knocked it out of the park with some of that stuff. It looked really nice. It was a really good VR experience too. I had a lot of fun playing it with VR, even though I was getting motion sickness and my eyes were blurring a lot. But it's what typically happens is if one little negative criticism comes up for about a minute or 2 minutes, we have a conversation, people latch onto that and get very bothered by it because it's like, oh, this is the whole video now, huh? I think we said probably 20 different times the Insane Trilogy exceeded our expectations, and I remember more often than not, everyone was saying how beautiful some of the areas looked and how they fixed the lighting up. I think the tar discussion is what set a lot of people in the wrong direction, which, fair enough. I don't know why that conversation went as long as it did, and I think I was kind of hinting it with my voice that I didn't think this was worth talking about for that long. Someone even responded, what gameplay holding the right arrow key? You got it wrong, by the way. It's not the right arrow key. You hold left. You wake up, you go downstairs, you hold left, and then you choose a building to go into to spend your day with one of the characters. You do that on loop. Yeah, I guess that is what they're bothered by. They didn't like that during one of the rhythm segments. I just didn't even do it. It's because there's no point. I love rhythm games, by the way. And I think the first time we did one, I said it felt pretty good and everything. The reason I stopped trying on one of the rhythm games is because I realized it doesn't make any difference whatsoever. You don't fail or anything during it, and it doesn't change the story in any way. I even went through the save files. It doesn't do anything to the game. It doesn't really affect it in any way at all. So when you're already getting fed up with the dialogue and you've been playing it for hours on end and you realize there's no point to doing this, I think I said too I was hunched over the keyboard and was hurting to do it because it was mapped to the 1 through 4 keys. So I was hunched over doing that. It just wasn't worth it. I'm sorry if that bothered you, but at the same time, I don't think that even works as a critique of gameplay because I don't remember complaining about how it felt to do. That wasn't me critiquing the gameplay. That was me just not doing it because there was no consequence anyways. Oh, I'd love to stream Guitaru Man at some point. We have to fix the PS3 laser, but I would love to stream Guitaru Man. Believe me, I would love to. I don't know if I'd be able to do Master Play just because Guitaru Man is really, really tight with its inputs. That game hates you if you're not lined up right on the spot that you hit the button. They fixed it up more on the PSP version. In fact, I think the PSP even has a little bit of a buffer window, so if you tap the button and you're not lined up for a couple frames and then you line it up, it's okay. The PSP version made it a lot more playable. PS2 version is really intense for that. It hates you if you're not lined up perfect. And it snaps to it so it can confuse you a little bit, but I love Guitar Man to death. I love that game. I would love to stream it at some point. What's your favorite Guitar Man song? That's a tough call. Oh boy. I played again with Julian a while back because it's one of Julian's favorite games. Oh man, favorite song. Hoo-wee. I remember that I even talked to Julian about that because I said like, yeah, the overpass at the beginning of the song, it's on the soundtrack but it's only a minute long, and he's like, oh well, yeah, but it's like that'd be fun to have a full-length song out of. I actually like that song. I think Overpass is actually a good song, even if it's just brief, because it's supposed to set up for the Legendary theme. Legendary theme's fantastic. The acoustic version's really nice, but that version on that stage is wonderful. It's really good. Resurrection I like a lot too. A lot of people actually don't like Resurrection. I hear people say it's a really boring song. I like Resurrection a lot. I think that's a really fun conclusion. I like that level. Bone to be... or I fumbled the title. Born to be Bone is a very good one. Although the opening, that stage is very annoying thanks to the voice clips. But that level's a lot of fun too. It's a very good song. I think B-Jam Blues might have actually became my favorite now. I'm not sure. It's up there. The Flying O stage. What is that one? Is that Flying to Your Heart? That's a really good one. I'm listing off the whole soundtrack. I can't pick a favorite. They're all really good. I think B-Jam Blues became a favorite now. I think that's up there for me. I think the only song I don't like is the Ben K stages. Those are really, really boring to do, and they're not fun songs. But Flying to Your Heart's really good. B-Jam Blues is really good. Oh, fucking Gregorio. That stage is really good too. That might be my favorite. That's up there for sure. That's a really good one. Even the credits music, 21st Century Boy, that's a really good one. Even though you don't play that one, but that's a really good song. It's just a really good soundtrack. Can't stress that enough. Yeah, Octopimp. Those are both really good stages. Does he say of God? I was just like, oh God. And when he does that, when he leans back, I've noticed it now because I played it on PS3, and I noticed it on the PSP one. He leans his head back when he does that, and his face disappears. I think they were supposed to have a facial expression map there, and they didn't have a texture map to it, so his face just disappears. I'd love to stream Guitar Man sometime soon. If we can fix the PS3 laser, watch out for that. I'd love to play through it again. That's of God makes a lot of sense. That makes more sense than him just shrieking, "Oh God." That stage is so much fun. That might be one of the most fun stages to play. That's up there. Oh boy. I could gush about Guitar Man for hours, I think. I love that game to death. I don't care if the gameplay is I don't care if it's way too tight of a window to hit notes and everything and it gets in the way sometimes. I don't care about any of that. I still love that game. I could play it for hours on end. I love it. Do you like the PSP bonus songs? I actually do. A lot of people don't seem to find those so great. But I enjoy both of them. Yeah, Rap Rabbit did bomb hard, and I think when it went up, I had a stream, and people even asked me about that. I said, that's all that's going to happen. It's way too underground of a pairing. People know Parappa the Rapper just fine, but people don't really know Guitar Man. And already, rhythm games have kind of fallen out of fashion. It wasn't presenting itself in a way that stood out too much. They didn't even have anything to... They had a gameplay sample just at the end of its Kickstarter, which also was not a very flattering look at it either. It wasn't going to succeed, and it didn't. I would have liked for it to succeed, believe me. There was no way it was going to for the budget they wanted. It's too bad. Yeah, see, oh, did it bomb? A lot of people didn't even know it did. No, it bombed already. No, it failed. I didn't notice until a few days ago. I noticed really late that it actually failed already. I was wondering what happened to it. There's just no place for this kind of thing anymore, I guess, which is a shame. I love rhythm games. I really love rhythm games. Especially games like Guitar Man, stuff like that. I'd love to see that come back, and I don't think there's a market for it anymore. But they were expecting so much money, they didn't do enough. They already made lots of bad mistakes, and it's just such a hard sell to make. It wasn't going to happen. What do you think about Guitar Hero? I had a lot of fun with Guitar Hero. Guitar Hero 2 was probably my favorite. I like that the window was tighter in it than Guitar Hero 3. Guitar Hero 2 was a lot of fun. Guitar Hero 3 I had an okay time with, but that was like the last one I think I really played. I played World Tour. I just did not like it. Rock Band I had some fun with too, though. Rock Band 1 and 2 I had fun with. But Rock Band 2 I had fun with, and then I think that was just like, okay, I'm enjoying this, but after full comboing like the hardest songs and everything, it's like, okay, I'm ready to move on. Although Through the Fire and the Flames did come out on it, and I can only imagine how painful that is to play on it with how tight the windows are. Some of those downloadable songs actually get up there in difficulty too. But it was just, yeah, this is fun and all. I want to get back to Beat Bonnie games, I think, though. So I ended up just kind of falling off of those games. It was already happening with Guitar Hero 3. I was just kind of being like, this is fun, but one, this is too loose now. I don't even feel like I'm really playing it anymore. And two, I like Beat Bonnie games more. I want to go back to playing Pop and Music. I want to go back to Beat Mania. I want to go back to, hell, even Guitar Freaks. I like to go back to some of that, so I kind of fell out of it. Rapper Remaster didn't do well at all. Very few people bought it. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. What did they charge for it? I had Parappa on PSP. Oh, my name is not Isaac. Would you ever play Jam or Lammy? On stream, absolutely. Yeah, I would. I'm not gonna be that great at it though. I sort of understand, I think, how the cool system works. That it's based on increments of beat timing. Because that's how they set up the thing in Lammy. It's much looser than the original Parappa because there's no limit on inputs. Lammy actually limits you on inputs. If you make too many inputs in one go, it just drops what you were doing, ignores it, and bumps you down a level. I think it resets your score to 0. But Lammy has these codes that appear after you beat the game, and you're supposed to type them in with specific timing. You have to imagine the timeline on screen and do it, which is really hard to do. It's really hard to kind of figure that sort of thing out, because it doesn't sound right either while you're doing it. It doesn't sound like you're doing anything. But if you figure that out, you go into a special mode, and you get these crazy effects going in the background, and you get score multipliers going. And there's multiple ones. There's multiple things for that you can do. So in a good run, you can get like 5 of them going at the same time, but it's really hard to do. I would never be able to pull that sort of thing off. I'm aware of all of that, and that's the worst, is when you're aware of things like that and you're like, oh man, that'd be cool to do. Too bad I'm not going to be good enough to do it. So if people are hoping to see that sort of thing, I probably would not be able to pull it off. What do you think of Space Channel 5? Space Channel 5 Part 2 is fantastic. It's a really good game. First one's not so hot. The timing on it's really awkward. And if you play it on Dreamcast, the pre-rendered background video clips don't even line up with the characters. Camera angle will change, and you'll see the models move, and then it takes like 3 frames for the background to actually properly match up with the characters. What Space Channel is the one with Michael Jackson? He's in both. He makes only a minor appearance in the first one, but he's a major appearance in the second one because he got interested in Space Channel 5. He got interested in it at the end of its development in the original, so he had a cameo, and he was a much bigger part of it in the sequel. He was a lot more involved. How do you think about Lammy and the whole thing about them being girlfriends? Yeah, that was coming from one of being homokin. What I will say is there is some weirdo online who obsessively drew them as a pairing and would commission people to draw them as a pairing and would apparently constantly email the creator every single day, essentially bringing up them as like a thing that they shipped together. And I think that's why that ended up becoming a thing, was just he ended up emailing a response like, yeah, you know, that's a fun idea. I don't think it was ever a thing planned from the beginning, and that's the sort of thing I hate, is like, oh yeah, sure, they're gay now. They're gay now. Okay. It means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. And I saw sites reporting on it and everything too, and it's just like, okay, great, yeah, okay. Who cares anyways to begin with? Who cares? It's sexual orientation of characters, and it doesn't come up in any way in the game. Not to mention there's a song about... Isn't there a song about her going on a date with a boy and like trying to get ready for the date and messing everything up anyways? It's it's not a thing that's set up through the game. It's an afterthought that happened, and probably happened because of someone who is stupidly obsessed with this game that came out years ago and most people don't even care about at this point, to get porn drawn of that sort of thing, and then constantly bombarded someone with emails about it. It doesn't mean anything. So it means nothing to me. I really don't care. If it's a decision that they committed to now, like if they did a Parappa sequel and it's in there, okay, neat. Doesn't really matter to me. Maybe that matters to other people, I guess. I've never really cared about that kind of thing. I've always kind of said that if you have a character who's gay and they're written well, you're probably not going to know they're gay because it's probably not going to come up at any point during whatever the story is anyways. You would have to kind of ham-fist it. You'd need to have a moment where it's like, hey, that guy looks cute. You'd have to have some kind of thing to force it in. Because sexuality is not visible. It's not a visible characteristic. It needs to be a thing that you bring out through something. So... And it's usually a thing done now just for the sake of that you force it in to get some publicity. I remember seeing plenty of people too make a big deal of the whole Tracer is gay thing when, okay, sure she is. That was clearly intended from the get-go, and not just a little thing that became an afterthought because it got people speaking about all of that with Overwatch. You know, Overwatch with its representation, Google image searching a country to make a map out of, and then not even getting the wrong country and thinking it was the right one. Yeah, they care about their... No, it's a stupid marketing angle. Who cares? It's a shooter. That's what's surprising to me, is that for a game that's supposed to be hitting all these areas for representation and everything, you have a really watered down cast. No one's really that interesting in terms of design. They want to be so safe about it. Full on commit to it. Do things with it. That's my problem. I don't even care about that end at all with Overwatch. I don't care about any of that. I care about the fact that a lot of the characters just look really boring. Like I said, Zenyatta I like. Roadhog's okay. And even then Roadhog is like, okay, it's the fat guy with the hook. Because Pudge. Zenyatta I think is one of the only designs that I think is actually pretty cool. Most of them don't stand out to me. I like Diva's mech. And part of the reason characters are so safe, it's not just because fear of backlash. It's also, that's how you market to a general audience. You keep designs pretty safe. You keep them pretty tame. It's what they ended up doing with Splatoon. They made them Squid Kids because, oh, they're customizable. They're easier to swallow than making them goofy-looking squid people, which, god damn it, would I have loved that. I would have loved if Splatoon was just the goofball squid people that they had before, where they're just squids. They're squids standing up. That would have been so much fun. I would have loved that. I don't know. I I typically never care about that sort of thing. And even if it's done pretty well, it's not even a thing that really weighs importance in my mind. People made a big deal about that with Paranorman, that the one guy is gay for the sake of a joke, which, by the way, joke itself, I thought it was fine. I heard people offended by the joke, which, no, I didn't care. It was, it's funny because it puts close to the whole thing throughout the process of the movie. I didn't really laugh at it, but at the same time, I didn't get bothered by it. But then on the other end, there's everyone like, oh, he's a gay character in an animated movie. Yeah, he's not an intelligent character. He's not really much of a character, but okay. It was used for the sake of a joke, but okay, if you want this to be your thing, okay. And then on the other end, that was the one with Finding Dory, was that they saw the preview trailer, and there's the two women together in the park. Everyone's like, oh, the first lesbian couple in a Disney movie! And then you watch Finding Dory, and hey, guess what? They're two background characters, and they're not dating. That's not implied any way at all. Funny enough, after the movie came out, no one mentioned that again. It's because it wasn't a thing. It was wishful thinking. It shouldn't be given that kind of attention. I don't know why people need to act this way, because it's elevating it beyond that. I don't want this sort of... It's why something like the whole Dream Daddy thing can get to me here and there. I don't like the idea of trying to create a bigger divide by weighing too much importance on one end or the other. Sexuality is sexuality. Can't we just leave it at that? Can't people just be people? Can't who you are as a character matter most? I don't know why that needs to be what's put on a pedestal. And then a lot of these instances too, when they end up doing it, it's not just for the sake of marketing, but then it's also sake of exploiting an audience because of current trending social politics and everything. Then you get later deeper, and it's like, oh, these people complain all the time about certain things, so they're doing it like out of spite for some reason. Let people just date the people they want to date. Don't complicate this. Why did you delete this tweet? I want to shove Wild Woody in my urethra. Well, I apparently would have tweeted that while I was streaming. If we're gonna humor this. I don't want Wild Woody. I want Digimon. That's not even fair. That's not even fair either, because people always assume different Digimon because they designed a few that are very blatantly sexual, and it's not any of those. So never mind. I tried doing Wild Woody porn, but I didn't have any ideas for it. Should I press on? Have him getting fucked by a platform that he got clipped inside of? Or have him vibrating, clipped inside the level's geometry, and his shadow clones fucking him up the ass every other frame? There you go. There's some suggestions. That's actually not a bad idea for one if you did like an animated GIF. So there's him on top, taking in the rear, and then it's flickering every other frame, and him on the bottom is his pencil heads going into his ass above him. That's probably the only way you could do Wild Woody porn, is by doing things like that. I don't think he could properly penetrate himself. He'd be clipping into... It would be a mess. If he was trying to thrust into someone, for example, he wouldn't even be able to do it properly. He wouldn't have a follow-through on it or anything. He'd get stuck inside of them, or like he'd slip off of them. Or would be stuck in his jumping animation when he tries to get into the bed with them. He's not a character who could lend himself really to porn. It would be an accident if he happened to be involved in any sexual act. He would soft lock if he started fucking someone, because at the same time that he felt pleasure, he would also be doing another action, so the game couldn't decide what state he's in anymore. So he would just, all reality would soft lock. He would disappear for no reason. All existence would just disappear around him, I guess. He would come into the room and he'd get ready to get on the bed, and then everything would fade out and fade back in from the title screen, and then he'd come in missing his face and no music would be playing anymore. Yeah, he'd be dithered. Oh my god, he'd be a mess. You wouldn't even know what you're looking at when he comes in. Yeah, he would clip through the camera too. Oh my god, he would go through your eye. That'd be horrifying. He'd be screaming whenever he was coming, and his face would just clip inside of your eyeball, and you'd be freaked the fuck out because you wouldn't even know how he did that. Who was your first Digimon crush? I've talked about this. Go with the program. Would you rather have to do an Oni Play series with Fat Albert or an Oni Play series with Inspector Gadget? Fat Albert. Inspector Gadget would just be irritating. He would sit there and he'd say, "Oh boy, I love this game, Wild Woody. Do you know why I like Wild Woody? I like to jump around and clip inside the platforms in Wild Woody." And he'd do that for 2 fucking minutes, and then he'd say, "What's the point of Wild Woody?" He'd pretend he knows every video game. And then everyone would say Gadget's being a contrarian in the comments. Yeah, they would say he's nitpicking. He'd respond to everyone telling them they can shut up now. Whoever brought up TF2, that's because TF2 was really deliberate with their designs and their art style and everything. Everything in TF2 is so easy to read at a first glance. You can spot everyone, you know who they are immediately. Overwatch has to put a fucking red diamond around somebody because, oh, we need to justify skin purchases, but what if we don't want to make skins? Okay, just make alternate colors. But what if you're on a different team? Okay, whatever. Anyone can be any color they want. Just put a fucking red glow around them, put an outline around them, put a diamond around them so it's easy to aim at them. They had to make all these steps. It just doesn't function right as a game because of that. They didn't properly think any of that out. Not to mention, as much as they try to say there's a lot of variety between their cast and all this representation and everything, there's like 3 or 4 female characters who have the exact same type, like the same body type, exactly. So it's hard at a distance to just go like, oh yeah, that's Tracer. Oh, that's, well, to be fair, Tracer at least is zipping around, so you recognize it's Tracer. But like, oh yeah, it's that sort of thing. They, TF2, everyone actually does have pretty different proportions, and it's because that too, God forbid, if they exaggerated any proportions in Overwatch, people will be very upset about that. You can't do that, no. But that's also the strength of TF2's design philosophy, is that they can do that. They can exaggerate the designs in that kind of way, and it helps them. That became a problem with Dota. Dota has skins that completely change the look of... Because originally it was like, okay, if you're making cosmetics, they had a rule set, and they said, if you're making cosmetics for Dota, 1, has to tie to the lore some way, 2, can't mess with the color scheme, 3, needs to only slightly adjust them visually, it can't be a radical overhaul. And for a while that worked, but then they just stopped caring. And then you have Nyx Assassin who... Oh yeah, he's purple now, by the way. He's black and purple, and looks completely different. No, that's not a different hero. That's Nyx Assassin. They've ended up with that they have certain cosmetic sets that make it look like a completely different hero. And I was someone who had like 2,000 hours clocked, and even I was having trouble with that. I got Pudge and Tusk mixed up at one point because of a cosmetic. I've had Nyx Assassin confused a couple times because of cosmetics that wasn't aware of being added in. It's not a thing that should happen in a game. It should not get to that point. Cosmetics should be cosmetics. They should not influence that sort of thing. You like or hate Circles? Circles are boring. They should just make Team Fortress 3. No, Valve is not in any position to do a game like that now. Anyways, I'm gonna be wrapping up here, but thanks to everybody for watching. We're gonna go hang out with our good friend Ryan now. We'll see y'all around, and I'll try to play more Wild Woody next time. Whoever was drawing the Wild Woody porn, if you end up doing something, feel free to tweet at me. I won't. Be sure you do one of those ideas, though. Be sure you actually do a goofy idea like that. Don't just do straight up Wild Woody porn. Keep it true to the character. You need to have him glitching out somehow. And whoever posted the drawing earlier saying, "Oh, what would you do with bullet?" That one. If you're gonna draw that character, I don't know why you would. Send it to me on FA, or tweet it to the account tied to my FA. Don't tweet it to just my normal one, because I'd retweet it over there. I have no reason to do that on my normal account. It's a separate thing altogether. The heck is this? What the heck is this image? Hang on. Wow, my internet's going really slow. Oh my god. Well, I never saw that one. That's not even accurate. He's not tiny. He's not tiny. How would you shove him in there? He's not even that tiny. Also, he'd be doing the shoving. That's backwards. You got it all wrong. Anyways, thanks for everyone for tuning in. I'll see you all around. Bye-bye.